What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, just know that we are on the road to 2K. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell so you do know when I post a new video. Y'all already know I'm ready for the story time. So once upon a time when I was dating, I met this guy. His name was Tony. I met him off of Facebook. Yeah, I know. Another social media site. But this was a long time ago, so y'all, I get a pass. I get a pass. I get a pass. I'm totally done with the dating sites or whatever like that. But I get a pass, okay? This time I met this guy on Facebook or whatever. He hit me up though. He hit me up first. And this is how you know that men be on bullshit. Like, no lie, whatever. He talking about something, yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while. You know, you my dream girl. And in my head, I'm just like, I feel like I heard that from somewhere, but I'm just listening to what he's saying or whatever. So he's spitting his little game or whatever. All in all, we exchanged numbers. Let's just put it like that. We exchanged numbers. Fast forward, we started talking or whatever. We FaceTiming and talking. I wasn't really feeling it. I'm not gonna lie. The first time that I talked to him ever, like I wasn't feeling it, so I cut him off. Second time, I came back around. I think he messaged me again, and he was saying he don't know why I cut him off. I know I cut him off because there was no connection. I feel like it wasn't going nowhere or anything like that. Second time around, I was just trying to, I guess, see if anything has changed. Second time, nothing has changed at all with this person. Like, every time I talked to him, he was bashing his baby mama. That was a red flag to me. He was bashing his baby mama all the time. It seemed like he took no accountability. Mind you, I had found out, like, within this time as well. Let me scoot the camera back, y'all. I had found out during this time as well that he had, I'm not going to say how many baby mamas he had and how many children he had, but he had more than 2 baby mamas and more than 2 children. So you get the drift. He had multiple baby mamas, multiple children, and he always blamed his baby mamas for everything. He never took accountability or anything. And there was always that within the conversation that we had. And always like what women don't do, and women need to do this and women need to do that. So I was just like, oh my goodness, not one of these. Like, it felt like I was talking to like one of them red pill podcasters or whatever when I was talking to him. But, you know, I moved that to the side and just try to continue to get to know him and stuff like that. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Like, he will always try to come over my house all the time. Can I get a hug? I'm trying to come see you. But you never want to plan anything, but you wanted to come see me. And my dumb ass will let him come see me. I will let him come see me. And men only do what you allow, right? I allowed this man to basically use me as a doormat because there was times when I wanted to go on dates and stuff like that. I brought it to his attention, like, hey, you know, I want to go on a date or whatever. And I know as women, we're not supposed to be saying anything like that. They should automatically know as a man. And if they're interested. And obviously he didn't like me enough because he didn't take me out on a date. He always wanted to just chill in the house, come to my house. I want to hug. I want to see you. When can I see you? And I'm like, when you plan something, you can see me. But I always had him. He always was over here. Always had him coming over here, watching movies and chilling. He never took me on a date. That's my fault. That's my fault. I take accountability to that to this day. It was my fault. This man never took me on a date. We never walked around. We didn't do any of that stuff. We didn't do none of that stuff in the beginning. Like, it was none of that. It was just so boring. And he was just like, I love your personality and stuff. And I'm cool with people loving my personality. But that's all he could say. Like, I love your personality, da-da-da, whatever. And this man could cook his ass off. Like, when he first came over here and we watched movies and chilled, like, he cooked this bomb dinner. Like, I fell in love with his food. And that's how I feel like I fell for him, because he could cook. He was charming. Like, he knew all the right words to say. When I say this man could talk, he could talk you out of your panties. Like, he was that smooth as butter. And that's why I was so dumb for him. Like, I was so stupid. Like, I was just so blind. I just to this day, I'm just like, I can't believe I let this man get close to me whole time. Like, I asked him, fast forward, like maybe like 3 months down the line. This is before I had cut him off the third time. And I asked him, there's like, everything was going okay in my mind. Like, but in like reality, it wasn't, because we weren't going on dates, whatever. It kind of was, you might as well say it was a situationship we was in. It was a situationship. And I asked him, I was like, so what are we? And he was like, we just have a real deep connection. And I'm just like, this just sound like he just said soul ties to me. Cause what are you talking about? We have a deep connection. Like, I get it. We did have a deep connection, a very deep connection. Like, we connected on so many levels. I'm needing more because like this is a situationship at this point, and I don't do those. And I told him that from the get go. Like the first time I talked to him, mind you, this is the third time. So I asked him what we are. You know what this man said to me? He was like, I mean, I don't really know what we are. And I was like, well, I mean, if you don't know what we are, we don't need to be talking, because I said, I don't feel comfortable doing this no more. I really don't feel comfortable. And like, I just told him, I was like, so basically I asked him, so what are we doing? Like, what are we really doing? Because all we're doing is just like, you coming over here. I can't go over there because you stay with your peoples. He works and stuff. He was making money. He had his own car. All that. That's great. That's beautiful. I don't knock nobody for that. However, like when you're dating someone, you need to actually date. I told him that you need to actually date me. We need to do things other than doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to get out and do things and just be out and about and enjoy each other's company rather than just being inside the house. It's like it was like I was his placeholder. Like I was just in the house. We weren't doing anything. It was just in the house. And when I brought everything to his attention, as far as like going on dates and just even little stuff or whatever, he would just be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. He never did it. And my dumb tail, I stayed around like a dummy, like just waiting and hoping and praying that he was gonna take me on a date and all this other stuff. Like, I don't understand. And then we had a conversation and he was like, I don't know what I want, but I don't want to lose you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, what? He was like, I don't know what I want, but I don't want to lose you. I am not lying, y'all. This is what this man said out of his mouth. So in my head, I already know you playing with me now. You're playing with me. You don't know what you want, but you don't want to lose me. Oh, you want me to be a placeholder while you do what you want to do, while I stay stuck on stupid, staying over here on the back burner waiting for you. No, 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 no. I had told him I was going to cut him off and everything. And he was so calm about it. But I love you. That's what he said. But I love you. Boy, ninja, you don't love me, because love is an action word. Like, you show people stuff if you love me. He's talking about he loved me. And I feel like there was another way of him manipulating his way back into the situation. I cut him off then. Time goes by. I feel like it was like almost a year, like we weren't talking, and I cut him off. It was almost a year. This man played in my face whole time. Don't you think I would have learned from the third time he played in my face? He told me he don't know what he want. He wouldn't take me on no dates. Do you think I learned my lesson? Hell no. I did not learn my lesson. I did not learn my lesson, y'all. I did not learn my lesson. Because I let him come back in my life a fourth time. This time, before I had already blocked him. I blocked him on everything, right? I unblocked him. After I blocked him, I unblocked him. Do you hear me? After I blocked him, I unblocked him. Mind you, he was blocked on everything. I blocked his phone. I blocked Facebook. I blocked Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram. I blocked him on everything. And me, Delulu, I unblocked this man. Now, I unblocked him, not saying I was going to go back to him and talk to him, but I just unblocked him. So during that time, I would block people and I would unblock them. And he was one of the people that I blocked and unblocked. So I unblocked him. Dumb, right? I know, stupid. Stuck on stupid. I unblocked this man. This man messages me. Hey, Ashley, what's up? Everything in me was not about to message him at all and say anything to him. But I messaged him. I responded. I'm saying, hey, I'm doing okay. How are you? So he always go through this little spill, like, how you been? I've been doing this. I've been doing that. He's reaching out to me, checking up on me, checking on me, seeing if I'm okay. All this little small talk leads back up to the whole, like, do you miss me? Ninja, if I miss you, I'm gonna tell you I miss you. I hate when people do that. Do you miss me? No, because I didn't tell you I miss you. So why do you think that I miss you? No, I don't miss you at all. Like, no, I don't. Like, come on, I don't miss you at all, Buki. Like, I don't. So he's asking this, and I'm just like, what was my response when he asked me that? I think I changed the whole subject. I was just like, well, how you been doing, and is everything going okay? Basically just asking him and just, carrying on with conversation with him. Whole time, I'm not expecting nothing or whatever. And he was like, well, I want to plan brunch or whatever. What's your schedule like? In my mind, I'm just like, why he want to know about my schedule? Because I don't feel that you're going to do it. But I told him, I was like, hey, I work Monday through Friday, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I told him, he's like, okay. And I was like, well, let me know if you do plan something, then we can do that. And so we exchanged numbers again. He got my number. I got his number, da-da-da. Fast forward a week or 2 weeks. Mind you, he said this about a week ago. And then 2 weeks done passed and we still not at brunch. Like, what are you doing? And what am I doing? Like, why did I even accept you back into my life? I already knew that you were not gonna take me on a date, but I'm still responding to your messages in the inbox. Like, what am I doing? Like, I was so stuck on stupid for Tony. I can't believe I was so stuck on stupid for him. Like, it was my birthday, I believe. So I forgot what I did for my birthday that year. I think I did a photo shoot and some more stuff or whatever. I just did some stuff for me or whatever. I didn't want to depend on anybody. So I did my photo shoot that year, took some pictures, got dressed up at home and took some pictures or whatever. Mind you, he was like, what are your plans for today? And I was like, I don't really have any plans for today. And he was like, okay, well, I'll hit you up when I get off work. So I'm just like, okay, maybe he's going to stop by or whatever. He texts me and says, I was going to get you some flowers. This man said, I was going to get you some flowers, but whatever else he texted up there, I didn't even read all that. After he said, I was going to get you, I stopped reading. You was going to get you. No, woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, because you would have did it if you was going to do it. Now, I stand by the motto 100%. If he wanted to, he would. So he said that. He didn't really want to. He just made an excuse. And he kept making excuses. He kept making excuses. And my dumb tail kept staying. Then I brought it to his attention. I had a whole sit down with this man, telling him, basically, because if something's bothering you, you want to bring it to the person that you're talking to. It's attention. So I brought it to his attention, let him know, like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, when are you going to do more of this? And it's feeling like I'm teaching you how to date. Like, I should not have to do that. At your big age, you should know how to do all that. And then, like, my accountability, I should know, like, Ashley. But I was begging this man for everything. When I tell you, I was begging this man for everything. I was begging him for taking me on a date. I was begging for flowers. I was wanting him to take me out. Like, we never went outside. Like, when I had got back in contact with him, we went on a walk or whatever, and and I had to plan that. Like, and then we were walking around talking about what we were gonna start doing and stuff like that, but it just never got right. Like, it just never was right. It's like, you no longer are gonna have access to me. I was stupid for you on and off for 1 to 2 years. Like, I'm not doing that no more. That stuff is draining. Like, us as women, like, we really have to be accountable for the men that we vet and also our actions. And I take full accountability for being stupid and just not paying attention to the red flags or whatever. Because when he told me he didn't know what he wanted, but he didn't want to lose me, I should have took that already and took that and left. Like, I should have been out of there, but I was not. I wanted to stay and continue to play like he's going to be someone that's going to be serious with me or whatever. That man did not want me. He put me on the back burner. Like, I was a placeholder. Like, he put me up on a shelf. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and then like, I'll hit you up when it's convenient for me, because that's what he did. He used to only hit me up when it was convenient for him. Like, he was pretty good with communication and stuff like that. I can't take that away from him. He was pretty good with communication, but he wasn't good with expressing his feelings or like what he felt or whatever. And also, he just talked a good game. He was smooth as butter. Oh, he was smooth as butter. Smooth. Mm. Y'all can guess in the comments what his sign was, but he was smooth as butter. It's like everything he said, and that's the thing. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but he was showing me like signs that he wasn't that into me. It's like I was more into him than he was into me. Even though he would say, you have a pretty smile, you have a nice body, and your personality is lit, and stuff like that, like things that men say. Like, he said all this stuff, but it did not match at all with his actions or anything. It didn't match. This man didn't have no actions. I'm talking about didn't match. He didn't have no actions. He just wanted to come over here, see what I was doing, and I work from home. So he wanted to be up under my ass all night and all day. Like, that's what he wanted to do. Like, he was not intentional at all. He was not an intentional man. An intentional man, they have a plan. A person that goes with the flow, they're just going with whatever. They just going with the waves. They don't even know where they're going. They have no plan or nothing. They're just going. And that's not the type of person that I wanted to be with. And I feel like I should have been a little bit more clear. And I don't know how more clear that I could have been, though, because I told him up front what I wanted in the beginning. But it was me going back, because I feel like I wanted to be with somebody so bad that I wanted to really talk to him and I wanted to really be with him. And that was just me being stupid. Like, I was just being stupid. Like, it's no other way around it. I was just really being stupid. Like, and I know y'all been stupid like before in life. Y'all been stupid. I know y'all been stupid at least once. But I can't believe I was this stupid. Like, and I don't know if it was because he knew how to cook, and and then he would say like, I'm him and I'm this and that. Sir, like, I get your confidence, but like, it was not matching with it was not matching. It was not matching at all. Like, it was not matching like with his actions, and his actions was not matching with his words. And I just learned so much. It was just so like, I was happy, and it's crazy. I was happy to be in it, maybe because it was toxic. Sometimes toxicity feels good when it's not good for you. But I was in there, and it was so toxic, and I wanted to stay, and I was like in it. But I feel like because I was getting attention from this man, like, that's the only reason really why I wanted to stay around. Because I'm not going to say no one like really had a deep conversation like he did, because he was good with his intellect. He was really good with his words. And I think that's what really drew me in. Aside from his appearance, because he was a handsome guy. So I can't take that away from him either. He was a very handsome guy. But he just played in my face, and I couldn't take it no more. And I had to make this story time, because I'm just like, dang, how can I be so stupid for someone that like didn't give a damn about me? Like, he did not like me like that. I liked him so much. Like, I think I even told my mom about him. Like, I liked him that much. And I usually don't say nothing to my mom about a guy unless it's written in stone. Because when you tell people about people that you're not serious about 100% yet, like, if y'all, it's not written in stone and y'all are not exclusive yet, and you tell people and then stuff fall apart, then you feel like, dang, well, why I tell them about him, or why did I introduce him? Good thing I didn't introduce him to my mom, but I told my mom about him. But he just, yeah, I was just blinded. Like, the red flags was so red. Like, the red flags were so red. They were so red, and I guess trying to see how red they can get, because I stayed through it. I was there. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? And then with the whole bashing of like his child's mothers and stuff like that, I just knew there was like something more to the story. But I'm about to stick around to find out, Because you got all these baby mamas and all these kids, but they're all the problem. They're all the problem. So it's just like, he won't take no accountability. That's what it was given. No accountability at all. It was always their fault and all that. Like, mm-mm. Would I ever go back in today's time? Hell no. Now I did what I will say is like I played a little game, like, and that's real immature on my part. I'm gonna take accountability for that too. But I felt like you played in my face, so I'm about to play with you. So I made him think that I was gonna talk to him again, and I didn't. But I had him thinking that I was gonna talk to him again because it's like it kind of hurt my feelings that you played in my face. And I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe that's a Scorpio thing. I was feeling a little vengeful. I don't want to do that no more. I don't even want. I don't want him. I don't want that toxicity in my life. I just want to move on. I just want to. I'm gonna move around. Like I'm gonna move on respectfully. Like I feel like he was a great person, but just not for me. And I feel like people need to keep it 100. Like if you not looking for nothing serious, don't be trying to emulate what this person want or what this man want or what this girl want, and you don't, and you're not really that. You know what I'm saying? People don't have to do that. Allow people to make their decision on their own. Like, don't be trying to play in people's face. Don't be playing all these games because it's not worth it. It's dangerous out here. People are really taking people out of here for lying to them and playing in their face. Like, it's that serious. Like, and I'm just saying, I'm just trying to put out awareness. Like, I don't think that you should do that. Like, if you're not interested in somebody, tell them that you're not interested. If you're not interested in them in that way, let them know you're not interested in that way. Don't lead them on at all. Like, don't do that. Don't lead people on at all. Like, not at all. And the last time, like I said, when I was playing games with him, I take full accountability because like I was doing the whole leading on. I'm just playing. I was just playing around. I was messing with him just to see. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasted my time all these times. Like why can't I do it to you? But that's an immature mindset to have. Like I had to really self-evaluate. You know what I did in that situation or whatever. But I definitely would not go back to that situation. I don't think nobody should go back to situations like that. Like I said, I was really stuck on him like glue. I was stuck. Like I was really stuck on him. I really was for a very long time. And it took me a long time. It took me a long time to get over him too. Like it took a very long time for me to get over him. And I'm just glad that I'm over him. Like, and I'm glad I can tell this story time. Like now I can laugh at it or whatever. But it definitely was a stepping stone and a learning thing for me as far as me dating and listening to what people say. It's very important to listen to what people say, look at how they move, and pay attention to their actions too, like for real. But that concludes my story time. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.